Hi everybody, this is Sam from Express Yourself. I hope you're having a good day. Today I am going to teach you guys how to do painted rocks, which I know sounds really self-explanatory. It's going to be really open-ended, so you can do it however you want, but I'm just going to walk you through kind of what you need and how to get started and show you some examples that I did. So the first thing you're going to need is kind of like a palm-sized rock. Here's an example of one I did. Some designs. You don't want it to be too big or too small because you want to have enough surface area to really paint. This one's a little Ninja Turtle. You can also make them into gratitude rocks, like this one, where you can write a word that means a lot to you on it or something that you want to work on. And you can carry it with you or keep it in a place where you'll see it every day and remind you of how you want to be. So for this project, you'll obviously need a rock. You can go outside, get some fresh air, and find one that's just about the size of your palm. You want it to be nice and smooth and not too rough because you're going to be painting on it. See, this one is nice and smooth and not too rough. You'll also need some paint. I'm going to use acrylic paint today, but you can use tempera paint if that's what you have too. Can't really use watercolor, it's too thin. You need something that's a little bit thicker that's going to hold itself to the rock. You'll also need some rubbing alcohol. I'm sure everyone has some of this. It will clean the rock really well and help the paint stick to the rock. You'll also need some paper towels to use to clean your rock with the rubbing alcohol. The other thing you'll need is some paintbrushes. Smaller size is better because your rock isn't very big. If you have a bigger rock, bigger paintbrushes will be fine, but I like to use nice and small ones so I can really make some cool details on my rock. It'd be helpful to have a pencil just if you want to draw something out, but it's not necessary. And also I used a Sharpie on my black and white one to get those details in there. So if you have a Sharpie or something like it, you can use that too. And that's really all you need to get started. I would recommend putting something down under your rock, like plastic or another paper towel or something, just because it gets a little bit messy and you'll get on your hands. You don't want to get everything on the table. So put something underneath your rock before you begin, and we'll get started. Step 1 is to clean your rock using a paper towel and rubbing alcohol. Next, you'll give your rock a base coat of paint. This part gets a little messy, but cover the areas you want to paint. This might take a few layers. I let mine dry for a while before I did the next step, but you can speed up this process by using a hairdryer if you'd like. Once your rock is completely dry, it's time to make it into whatever you want. Remember, there's no wrong way to paint a rock, but if you're like me, you can use your pencil to draw out a design before you're ready to paint. This rock seemed like a good head shape. It reminded me of Frankenstein and Gru put together, so that's what I made him into. Okay, now I'm ready to paint. No matter what your design is or if you've drawn it out first, your final step is to make your rock come to life. Like I said before, it's good to use smaller brushes since your surface is so small. It will help also to have a cup of water and a paper towel nearby for when you're ready to switch colors. But just make sure your brush isn't too wet or the paint won't stick to your rock very well. You can use as many or as few colors as you'd like. This is your rock. The other great thing about painting is that if you mess up, it's super easy to wipe off with your paper towel, and you can always paint over the whole thing and start over if you want. Something to keep in mind if you're making a pet rock is that you'll want it to at least have eyes and a mouth. You can do just eyes and a mouth and you'll have a great looking pet rock, or you can also add other features like hair and a nose like you see here. And if you're making a gratitude rock, it's really helpful to write out your word in pencil to see how it will fit on your rock first. You can paint your word or you can write it with marker, whichever you choose. I like to make a frame for my words using dots and lines, but you can really do whatever you'd like. So that's how I painted my rocks, but as you can see, there are endless ways to paint a rock. I can't wait to see what you all do. Until next time, stay safe and healthy, friends. Bye!